What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Corpse Party Book of Shadows. In the last episode, we finished up the very first chapter, Seal, and man was it intense. We had a fight against fate, trying to save Seiko, only to be utterly disappointed at the hands of Sachiko's laughter and her devilish intentions and such. But in this episode, we are going to be able to start off the second chapter. Something I did want to point out, something I checked in between episodes, is when you go to the options, if I recall correctly, there is an endings list. And that tells us that we got all of the endings for number 1 Seal, so there won't be a bonus episode where or like a side episode where it's going to be going through all the endings. But look at all these endings for all of these other chapters. I'm actually trying not to look at the titles for the other chapters. I only saw the next one's called Demise, where there's apparently a lot going on. So we got a lot to explore in the next one. I'm pretty pumped for it. You guys say that the story gets even better, and a lot of you guys already were looking forward to the last episode, just knowing of the roller coaster of emotions associated with it. But regardless, that's been enough jibber jabber. Hopefully there are no recording issues. Normally I should be able to get all of these episodes like done on the weekends, so I can have regular, consistent, steady uploads throughout the week, and it should be fine. But when stuff gets corrupted, when stuff glitches out for a little bit, it just becomes really problematic with having to edit, having to troubleshoot and everything, and I don't have that sort of time now. So let's hope for the best. We're gonna go with Demise. Let's see how it starts. Ooh, now we're Yoshiki and Ayumi. Suzumoto-san. Nani? Why was I lying on the ground? Who are we again? My vision was blurred and indistinct. Maybe it was the blow to the head, or maybe it was because of all the tears in my eyes. I'd been forced out through the infirmary door and tossed like a ragdoll into the hallway. Oh, it's that infirmary. Telling you, it's that infirmary. Never want to go in the infirmary. I could barely breathe and was completely unable to move. I wished I could slip away into unconsciousness, but my agony was keeping me in the moment. Why is there no voice acting for this character? Probably to indicate that we shouldn't know necessarily yet. My abdomen. I put my hand to it without thinking, and a sharp pain flew through my palm as well. Are you stabbed? Is something stabbed through your abdomen that you just stabbed your hand through, or stabbed through your hand? Looking down, that whole area of my body was soaked with blood and liberally pierced by large pieces of glass. Many of them the size of drafting triangles. Yikes. I was certain some of them must have sliced all the way into my internal organs. Oh god. Why? Wait a minute, are we playing as a character that's about to die? Like right off the bat in this chapter? Why was this happening to me? It's the ghosty ghost friend. Hey lady. I probably didn't say that in the right way, I should have. No, help me, please! Through my veil of tears, I could just barely make out the face of a young girl with an unearthly blue glow about her. She was looking right at me and seemed concerned? No. As she got closer, I could read her expression more clearly. She was smiling. Smiling and staring into my soul with one good eye and one empty socket. That's right, she hasn't really turned good yet. Won't you come play with us? Oh, is this going to give rise to, like, in the last game, we only found Mayu, right? We only found her playing with the people, and then, you know, obviously what happened to her. Is this going to just take all the events from the first game and put them in a deeper context, a more detailed context? I think that's a pretty cool idea. I mean, I doubt the game is just that, but I think that's part of the objective of the game. Obviously, there's a lot going on with whole changing fate and everything. I still don't know if we're on the same like normal timeline or if we're in the alternate timeline, given the whole deja vu aspect of it. So, still a little bit awkward in the whole time travel, or like not time travel necessarily, but past and future memories. Still trying to figure it all out, but oh, it's these kids too. All at once, I was pulled up into the air with incredible force by the other two faintly glowing children. One of my arms was being held by the spirit of a young boy, while the other was being held by the spirit of what I assumed to be a little girl. I couldn't tell for sure since everything above her jawline was missing, leaving me with no facial features to read. Her head was like A half-eaten fruit with bottom teeth in place of seeds. Yikes. I could see her vocal cords flutter and her throat contract with every giggle. I don't want to picture that. Based off of her size, I'd estimate she was still early grade school age. She held my arm tightly, and her shadowy silhouette gazed at me innocently. Her voice box gyrated a little, and her throat opened and closed rhythmically, producing a gurgling sound that might have been a chuckle. She then said, Wait. Let's paint a picture. You can be the paint. I don't really like that idea. You know, I think I'm going to pass on this one. This doesn't sound like my sort of an activity. You can do all by yourselves. Don't worry. Maybe Mayu wants to play. All three children were now staring right at me as if they were studying an ant's movements, just before squishing it with their thumbs. In one single rough motion, I found myself flipped 90 degrees downward, was facing the ground, and I could sense myself moving forward rapidly. Wait. Is this the splat? Are we Mayu? Huh? What a strange sensation. I was now staring up at the wall from the floor. There was a large slathering of chunky red bits strewn all over it. Their dull earth tones clashed heavily with the wall's worn out gray hues. Wait a minute. Were we just playing as Mayu? Before she was like thrown up against the wall? But what happened with us trying to intervene as the other characters? And what about the glass? I don't remember that being a thing. It looked almost as if someone had winged a juicy pomegranate against it with all their might. Except this was no pomegranate. It was a person. It was you, wasn't it? This person that's talking right now? I get the whole paint thing. It's kind of gross, but, you know, it was me. My limbs were ripped clean off, and my belly had burst open into a conglomeration of glistening blood, entrails, and other miscellaneous bodily fluids. The force of the impact was enough to scatter parts of me all the way to the ceiling. It was an unsightly mess of slimy globules and viscera. The smell was intensely foul, but then it was a conglomeration of raw meat after all. Never mind the fact that it was my meat. And I was just a head. A severed head, torn off at the neck on impact, staring up at what was left of me in my last few moments of consciousness. Yikes. Yikes. What a start. What a start to the second chapter. Did we already get a wrong end, guys? Huh? Well, that's very confusing. Was that a future memory? Maybe that was a future memory. Oh, so maybe multiple of these characters have these sorts of future past memories with these different timelines, not just Naomi. Huh. I don't remember the whole glass part and everything. So maybe that's the future we're going to try and avoid as Mayu. Was that a dream? Let's try and calm down, Mayu. If only you knew. But we're going to do our best to try and avoid that. Are we going to play as Mayu now? I don't think we ever had the chance to play as Mayu in the first game. What an awful dream. Absolutely awful. And the worst part is, it was so vivid. I could even smell it. Wait. Where am I? This isn't right. I was just in the classroom, helping with cleanup. Is this part of the festival? Not quite. Class 5 was hosting a haunted house. Maybe that's where I am. Stay optimistic, Mayu. God, I hate this kind of stuff. More like, I'm really bad, or I'm like really weak or awful at this sort of thing, or I can't handle this sort of thing. Shigeni! Yui sensei. Oh, she's gonna go through the whole laundry list. Shinozaki-san, Mochida-kun. Why is nobody saying anything? Come on. That's enough, please. Just stop. This is pretty cool. It's a little bit of a spotlight on a character that we never really got to focus too much on in the first game. From voice acting, from character development, from like a story standpoint. There was no response. There was only a deep, all-encompassing silence that hung in the air like fog. Whoa, got ourselves another earthquake? What was that? An earthquake? This really isn't funny anymore, guys. Despite continuing to plead with my friends, I knew this was reality. I had no choice but to accept it, no matter how much I wished it weren't true. A set piece like this, after all, was beyond the abilities of even the most professional theater troupe to create. This is no haunted house, is it? So, where am I? What happened to me? I don't know if it's intentional or not. It probably isn't. But the way she said, or like, where am I? Or like, where is it? Like, koko wa doko nano? Is one of the lines that's kind of like said in the opening from the very first game. And I mean, there are a lot of different ways to say like, where am I? Where is this place? And I feel like the specificity might have been a reference. If one of you guys knows and wants to confirm that, that'd be cool. If not, who knows? Maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's not. And where is everyone else? Somebody, please, save me. Shigeni. I can never take their relationship, or their ship just in general, seriously. Oh no. Don't trust the kids, Mayu. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. You can't trust the giggle like that. Are they gonna appear? Oh no, I guess they haven't. We just hear them? Oh, there they are. So I think that transition was to show that they were like kind of out of the corner of our eye. Were those children? They're the same children I saw in my dream, confirming that there is some relation between this reality and your dream. Spooky. But oh, we're in search mode now. Is there anything to search here, or are we actually supposed to just look at the map? Is it the infirmary? I've got a bad feeling about this room. I feel like if I enter, I'll be done for. They only give us one option not to go in. Whoa. Whoa, I hit don't go in. It was the infirmary! It was the infirmary! I called it, guys! I called it! I decided to follow my instincts on this one. Rather than entering the creepy infirmary, I'd be better suited trying to find my friends. That's too funny. I still couldn't believe I was really in this place. But I was. I was transported somewhere. Somewhere horrible. And if I was here, that meant the others probably were too. I just need to meet up with Shigeni. That alone would be enough to keep me going. Oh, so that's how we start. Book of Shadows, episode number 2, Demise. Whoa, is that like is the black part of that picture supposed to be depicting something? It looked kind of like it was. This music is pretty cool. Ooh. Yo, this music is really cool. It reminds me a lot of Another, if you're familiar with it. Let's read this. It's extremely dusty, but from the looks of it, this is the sheet that goes on the infirmary bed. Huh, why is it out here? I'm gonna save real quick, just to play it safe. Because I don't want to have to necessarily go through the opening again. Granted, it could probably be skipped and all, but let's see. I'm getting a really bad feeling from this room. I think we'd best to stay out of it entirely. Okay, so no infirmary. No infirmary. Alright, let's check the map and see what we can do. Alright, so there's a lot we can go to for now. Oh man, there are a lot of both directions. I think I'm going to want to start off by exploring the first floor. So let's head hall by hall. In the beginning, I think someone mentioned there's a button that lets you skip ahead the room-to-room action or sequence of events so that it doesn't take as much time and kind of hinder the pace a little bit. So thank you for that tip. There's a large hole in the floor here. Oh, so I guess we can't go to the first floor, it seems. Is there anything else? I'll check out that hole in the floor in a minute. Let me know, you guys. Is there anything that's going to be like super secret or like really difficult to see that I'm going to really have to like really probe with this cursor for? Or is it going to be like if you see something like in general, you're not going to have to try too hard to swipe over something you'll want to interact with? Because I don't want to spend a lot of time on each screen like really picking it apart like, oh, this little crack looks funny relative to the other ones, you know? I don't really want to have to do that. It's too big to jump, but if a plank were laid over it like a bridge, it might just be crossable. Okay. So for the time being, we can't go that way. Let's head over to this hallway then. Can I speed this up? Is it the R button? Maybe? I don't know. Oh man, I'm really digging this music. Anything in this hallway? Doesn't seem so. Then we'll head over this hallway, and apparently we have an entrance to the lab. The door to the science lab is locked. Oh man, dude, guys, I cannot get over how great this soundtrack is right now. Makes me just want to go out and pick it up myself. Okay, so we can't go in the lab. We'll head over to this hallway. Is the R button that speeds it up? Doesn't seem so. I'll try a few other things. What's this over here? Oh, that's right, a branching path. Oh, don't tell me the music's just gone now. I'll miss it. Okay, do we want to go over this way first? Oh, there's so much going on over here. Oh, it's the same layout, isn't it? I think it's very... Yeah, it should be... that makes sense, right? Then maybe we'll have a hole in the floor here, too. Let's see. Oh, no, there isn't one. There isn't a hole in the floor. And it doesn't seem to be much else. We should be seeing a stairwell now. I wonder if it's blocked off by wire or anything. The stairwell is packed tightly with desks, making it completely impassable. Have you guys seen the anime Gakko Gorashi? That's what this reminds me of. If you haven't, definitely check out at least the first episode. I couldn't possibly clear these away by myself. If only one of the boys were here to help me. Oh, Shigani doesn't much care for manual labor, though. Whoa. What was it he said during setup at the festival? This sort of blue-collar work is beneath me. It's far better suited to the likes of Kishinuma. Getting him to move even one desk was like pulling teeth. It's probably a quality you're not going to be looking for in a significant other, Mayu. I'm gonna intervene from the outside world and be like, you know, maybe, just maybe, you should consider some other options. All right, so the second floor and third floor are off limits, so we're pretty streamlined into this hallway area here. Let's see if we can speed this up with the circle button, square button. No, not really. We'll figure it out eventually. I don't want to hit start for fear of missing dialogue. There's a large hole in the floor here. It won't be possible to go any farther down the hall in this direction. The game is really streamlining us in one direction, which isn't too bad of a thing. I mean, like, this is really a vehicle for experiencing the story, so it's not too big of a deal. But okay, then I guess we don't really have much of a choice but to go into 3A, the only place we haven't been to that we can go to yet. And so we're just left to search in here. There's the writing on the wall. Is there anything else of relevance in here? Is there something on the floor over there? A flyer? Oh, a body. It was a young girl. She seemed to be in her mid-teens. And she was wearing a school uniform, suggesting she was indeed another student from somewhere. But something wasn't right. Huh? What's not right? Upon closer inspection, I realized that this young girl was very much dead. Oh, I guess it isn't right that the girl will be dead. You just, by the time you've been, well, when you've been in Heavenly Host for as long as someone like I has at this point with the first game and now, you expect it would only be right for someone you find like this to be dead. She's dead? For real? Ugh, she smells. I wondered how much time had passed since she died. Externally, she still looked to be mostly intact. But her internal organs had clearly begun to decay, with various and sundry fluids leaking out onto the floor all around her. Yikes. Drawing in for a more detailed look, I noticed that both her eyeballs had been stabbed with pencils. Yikes. No. You've got to be kidding. She's dead. She's dead. What do I do? What do I do? Mayu talks really slowly. The police. I have to call the police. Oh, my cell phone. Yeah, it's probably not going to work out too well, Mayu. I tried dialing 110, Japan's emergency services. I thought it was 119, but the call couldn't go or wouldn't go through. No, am I out of range? I'm sorry. I guess I can't really do anything for you. I'm really, really sorry. I feel like I'm gonna be sick. Is this what happens to all of us after we die? Yeah, more or less. Okay, so there was that. That was eventful. Let's check out this writing on the wall. I feel like we're gonna get that chanting in the background or something like that. There is something written here in chalk. Smells so good. The smell of tasty meat. Where is it coming from? Okay. And I think that's all that this room has to offer. I'm taking a good look, but... Oh, why hello there, ghosty ghost. Yure? Oh. It's a ghost. Please, my body. Hide it. What? Hide my body. You don't say, Mayu. Are you the owner of this body? So you want me to hide you? I don't want people to see me like this. I don't know what to do. Can I help this person? Yeah. We're gonna be good people. We're gonna try to help at the very least. Oh, we got this covered. I wish I could give you a proper burial, but maybe I can at least find a blanket or something to cover you up with. I'll see what I can do. Oh, okay. Well, don't worry, guys. I got this covered. We're gonna go right outside the infirmary and pick up that bed sheet. Oh, man, we gotta be able to... Is it start? No, it's not even start. Select? Square? Triangle? R? L? X? I don't know how to speed it up, but... I guess it's not the end of the world. Regardless, we'll pick up this infirmary blanket. It's extremely dusty, but from the looks of it, this is the sheet that goes in the infirmary bed. This should be big enough, right? Yeah, we're gonna take it. I rolled up the dusty sheet, put it under my arm, and returned to classroom 3A. Oh, they're not even gonna make us do that. Cool. Although I missed the music already. It's not very clean, but it seems to fully cover you, at least. Thank you. It's no problem. I understand where you're coming from. As a girl, it would be embarrassing for other people to see you like that. Probably for any human, not just girls, but... Whoa. Whoa. Be sure you hang on to that sense of sympathy. In this place, things like kindness, friendship, and consideration can be easily corrupted. Fair point. Okay. Oh, what's next? I figured the ghost would drop an item for us. Huh? What's this? Looks like some kind of charm. Yeah, we'll take the charm. This is probably gonna be our like extra life sort of deal. Oh, it's written in what looks like simplified Chinese. Given the first character. It's Omamori. I recognize the second one. The first one is like used for like Omiso or like the Go and Bangohan or something like that, or Go and Gohan. It's used for like an honorific. I just don't know because like the radical on the far left looks like it's simplified Chinese, but I'll have to show Lizzie. Was this a thank you gift from that girl, maybe? I'll have to make sure I put it in my student ID holder so I don't lose it. Okay, so now what? I thought we were gonna get like a useful, oh, this plank. I was gonna say, I thought we were gonna get a useful item. Yes, this music again. This seems like a pretty sturdy board. Might be a good idea to take it with me. Yeah, we're gonna take the board and we can use that to, I think to head down to the first floor. Cause, yeah, this was blocked by the desks. This was blocked just in general, and this was blocked by the plank. So we'll head on down this way, and then hopefully we can head on down the first floor. They're probably gonna make us like loop down to the first floor, go across the first floor, up the other way, and that way we can get to the second floor and then down to the back of the desk. Like they're gonna make us really weave around this floor plan to make any sort of progress. I wonder if I could use that loose board I found across here. Yeah, we're gonna give it a go. My inner corpse party instincts are telling me it's pretty okay. The loose board slides nicely over the hole. Seems sturdy enough. It should be possible to cross here now. Cool, let's head on down this way. Anything of interest? Doesn't seem to be anything too particularly compelling. Alright, then we'll head on down. Oh, I hope the music doesn't change. Ooh, a candle. Wait. They're not like save points in this game, are they? I don't think so. Ah, I recognize this. It's one of Shinazaki's candles, for sure. That means everyone else must be somewhere in here too. I don't know if that's such a good thing, per se, but... Oh, so here's the first floor, so we can go to the second wing, the locker room, the pool. Ooh, I don't know how I feel about going to the locker room and the pool. And then there's apparently the exit 5A. Holy cow, the first floor is huge! There's so much to explore. There's so much to explore. And we're gonna get music? Oh, that's disappointing. I wanted some, like, really cool music or something. Alright, well, given that there's no compelling music to push me forward, for the time being, we're going to call it and explore the rest of the first floor in the next episode. I'd imagine we're going to be streamlined along to one particular place by some obstacles that are preventing us from maybe walking down this hall, or exploring down this end, or exploring down this end, or preventing us from going to the second wing, all that sort of thing. So I bet it's not going to be as overwhelming to explore all this as I'm imagining right now, but it is really cool to be able to explore, to head up to the second floor from this other side, explore the rest of the second floor, explore the rest of the first floor, and then potentially get to the third floor from the left half of the second floor, and then get back down to the first floor, from basically weave around as I was anticipating, but should be pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about the start of Chapter 2. Of course, if you're blind, let me know what your first impressions were to the whole Mayu future memory thing. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really well done. And if you already know what happens, don't spoil it, please. And thank you. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode. But until then, this is Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.